lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
For Boston, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Off target from the wing. Here's Big Smooth. He's guarded by Johnson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
What a three at the horn as they end the quarter on a high note.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Boston on top. They lead by 3. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And Celtics head coach Brad Stevens lured away from a very successful... I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting another college class with all those draft picks Boston is stockpiled.
Well, I don't know how he would address that question, but I do know he's feeling real good about his decision. I mean, taking the Celtics to the playoffs in just his second season, I mean, I think he's one of the bright coaching stars in the NBA today. It was the NBA's game and college basketball's loss when he moved on to the Celtics.
Well said. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
It's just been a long-range battle for them and one that they're winning right now.
Yeah, sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Gallinari is out there with Hickson. Then it's Moutier. Then it's the Wizard. And it's Nurkic in at the 5. Will Barton, he's checked in for Denver. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life. You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
On defense, Boston. Poked loose and taken away by Johnson. And pushing it up, here's Boston. That's good. The chosen ones got 5 now.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Boston.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
The first free throw is good. All free throws good from Barton. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Celtics leading by 7. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here.
Boy, you got to love it. Picture perfect alley-oop.
A little surprise, though, Clark. You didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
Counts for 2.
Yeah, it does. Almost makes it a little more special, though, when you can have a little bit of grace as opposed to just the full Monty with the power.
Here's Moutier, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And you can tell he's hungry because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in his game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. It's been quite a game for Captain Clutch.
He's been absolutely on fire from outside. They got to get into his jersey, get up into him, force him to pass or drive.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. The rebound by Johnson. Celtics leading by 10. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Pass to the chosen one. Celtics passing it around, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. It's tipped. And another fast break chance here for the Celtics. Here we go. Daniel. No good. And that concludes the first half. Celtics lead by 10. And don't go away. We'll be back.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the... So that does it for us. Hope you enjoyed our halftime show. Now...
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment.
Some really terrific numbers for Captain Clutch. 12 points and 1 rebound.
And boy, he's doing it from long range. He's hitting inside the arc as well.
And that allows him to put real pressure on the defense by stretching it out to the three-point line, but also forcing them to have to respect him inside the arc as well.
Boston's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. We've got Johnson, little general out there with Mitchell. And there's the prodigy, and it's the chosen one in at the 2. That's the Boston 5. And it's Captain Clutch with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Daniel, and he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. Fourth, the Nuggets.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Here's little general Fareed defending. Knocks it loose. Passes it to the chosen one. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 9 on the basket for Mitchell.
Now that's a momentum shifter there. A steal leading straight to a quick bucket.
Yeah, and a great way, Clark, to capitalize on the turnover. Don't waste any time. Get the ball right up the court.
Johnson with the block. Fast break, here they come. Jumps up, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Guys, they didn't waste that fast break opportunity. Good aggressive pass to get his teammate to the rim. I love it.
Here's Mitchell. The feed to Fareed. Here's Cardona, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Big Smooth got his third basket of the night right there.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Pass to Johnson. Dishes it to Mitchell. Here's the prodigy. Stolen by Mitchell. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Garcia.
Well, they need those kinds of plays right now. I mean, smart defense generating some offense.
And really, Clark, that's the way you get yourself back into the game. Key stops and then try to get out in transition for some easy ones. It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Daniel, and that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Celtics. They lead by 13. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us.
More levels, more devils.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything.
On your face forward, no good reason at all.
The Nuggets trail by 13, and Denver will start the fourth quarter with Is it out there with Mitchell? Then there's Gallinari. Then it's Big Smooth, and it's Garcia in at the force line.
It really was a slow start for Gallinari last season. It took him a while to get back to speed after missing all of the 2013-14 season with that torn ACL.
Gallinari did get better and better over time. I mean, he improved. He started to get back to his former self near the end of the season.
Yeah, had that huge 47-point explosion towards the end of last season. And listen, he's still a young guy and hopefully can continue to build after his injury roll.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Big Smooth. Releases. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 19 points.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give him that.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
During that break, Coach Mike Malone had some words for his team. He loved the work they were doing on the interior, saying, listen, they've got no answer for us inside, and we're not going to let them off the hook now. Keep pounding it down low.
And he gets it to go. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
Can't get it to go. They can take their time on this possession.
You know, guys, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, gives themselves a little break, too.
Catch their breath, you're right.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
1:15 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Celtics.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort, Kevin. Everybody got involved, and that paid dividends.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And you always like to jump on your opponent early in a season series. This is just the first of 3 between these two teams, but a good win to go up 1-0 on the year against the Nuggets.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Captain Clutch. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question about it. That would be all she wrote.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Denver making a switch here. Gallinari's checked in. Knocked loose. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of surge.
And they're on the kind of run that could have made a difference had it just started a little earlier.
Yeah, but I think the only reason they're on this run is because the defense has relaxed a little bit, knowing the game is basically in the bag.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. It's stolen by Moutier.
This game's finally gotten away from them.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, there's not really much they can do at this point. Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
From deep. And it's Mitchell missing.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds, Clark.
You know what? They showed their character in crunch time, though, doing what had to be done to send these fans home happy.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan player of the game. He really came out of the gates with a nice rhythm, hitting his first 3 shots to get his team going.
base that loves their star more than this crowd.